The hidden orchestra music, particularly on this new album, Dawn Chorus, contains a lot of autobiographical kind of elements. There's a lot of different things from different times in my life, from touring and travelling and all the different musicians that I meet around the place and work with. So when I'm performing the hidden orchestra music live, there's a lot of different associations from all the different experiences from travelling and meeting musicians, but these are all experiences that are personal to me, so there's a lot of associations for me personally, but a lot of the idea of the music is to create something that's kind of abstract, and so it's really important with the live visuals that we're not dictating any particular mood or narrative. It's completely up for the audience to interpret the music and the visuals in whatever way they like. I try and keep the hidden orchestra music really consistent so that the albums, whilst the style and the sound is evolving, it's still recognisable as one project. But I do some other kind of side projects as well. Music that I make entirely using field recordings, and I still produce hip-hop with a friend from London that I've been making for 10 years. And yeah, I really enjoy experimenting with different styles, particularly in the remixes that I do, where I might allow myself to use some synthesizers and drum machines, which are against the idea of hidden orchestra, which is always to make music with natural sounds and acoustic instruments in an electronic style, but without electronics. I grew up in the countryside, and so I've always, like everybody, enjoyed the sounds of nature. And it was listening to LTJ Bookham's Earth series in the 90s, like really great drum and bass tracks, which often had natural backing of like jungles or rain or that kind of thing. And I started recording my own, I started recording the sounds around me in the village where I grew up, sort of waterfalls and streams and thunder and lightning out of my bedroom window. And yeah, I guess it evolved from there. It's really difficult to predict what's going to happen when you go out to record sounds. Sometimes you can sit for hours waiting for something to happen and it never does, but that's part of the joy of it anyway, is just sitting around. It's amazing to sit out in the countryside with a microphone and some headphones on, and you suddenly hear the whole of the space around you in amazing stereo. And just that act is really enjoyable. I try and carry a microphone around with me in my pocket so that whenever I stumble across like a broken ventilation fan or a particular animal going past, that I can just grab my microphone and record it. The Dawn Chorus album is different from the previous albums in that it contains a lot more personal references to my life and things that I've done in the past. It includes pieces that I wrote when I was at school many years ago, and it includes a piece that my dad recorded my uncle playing on my grandmother's piano in the 1960s. And I recorded the same piece on the same piano 50 years later. So in that track, it's the piano part is me playing in the left speaker and my uncle playing 50 years ago in the right speaker. So there's a lot of these kind of associations in the album that aren't really in the earlier ones. But I like to think that the music is part of the same progression. Yeah, I'm currently working on new material at the moment, which has no birds in it. The Dawn Chorus was my birdsong album, so the new thing I'm working on is mainly constructed from smashed mirrors and broken glass and the creaking door in my studio and a glockenspiel that I took to pieces and turned into a kind of wind chimes that play different chords, and so yeah, it's all about metal and wood and glass, the new record I'm working on.